Hey folks, my name's Madman Yoda and welcome back to our Destiny series. You might notice first off that I'm actually level 5 now. When we left off in the last episode we were level 4 and we had some different weapons and armour. The reason for that is I recorded this episode beforehand a minute ago and I kind of got really nervous for some reason. And I kind of just didn't do anything. I didn't say much at all throughout the entire video. So I'm going back now to re-record it in a hope that I might have something to talk about, because you don't want to sit here watching a video just the gameplay with nothing's being said. So I'm going to try and think of something to talk about while we're playing.
Whatever they're looking for, we should probably find it first.
So like I said, I've already done this mission.
If you want to get your Sparrow, we can be in the Forgotten Shore in seconds.
And it's probably actually going to skip the first part of the mission for us now, because I've already completed it, so I can actually pick up my Sparrow now. So the first part of this mission is where you actually go and pick up your Sparrow, and I'll show you where you pick that up now, just so that you know for future reference. Basically, when you come up to this mission, first of all, if you don't hit that, you're going to come to this little building here. You're going to deploy your ghost, and it'll take about 10 seconds or so. And then you'll start be able to use your Sparrow. And to use that, you can just press the big button on the controller, press square. Sorry, hold square, and you can pull out your Sparrow then. We're also going to be going past 2 of the 5 gold chests on Earth. So I will show you again where these are in this area. The first one, if you notice as we're coming along, there's that big black cave hole in the wall. Now, we won't see it on my screen, but trust me, there is a gold chest in that little corner just here. So you can go pick that one up, and that will give you this gun that we have. I think it's the gun. No, it's not, sorry. It will give you a chest piece.
We're approaching the shore. The Fallen are using some sort of signal amplifiers. Let's see what they're transmitting.
And the second gold chest is, if we keep going straight through this area, keep to the left, we'll find another gold chest, and it's going to be here. And it's going to be right in this corner. And this is the one that's going to give you the gun. Okay. Now I've got those bits sorted, we're going to carry on with the mission and scan these 2 things. There's a bunch of enemies up here that we're going to have to clear out first. Which... oh, that one dropped an engram for us. That was nice of you. So, these enemies, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, so another thing that happened is, because I leveled up, I actually got access to... why won't you scan? There we go. I actually got access to one of our other abilities, which you'll see... if you look in the bottom left where we had our grenade counter, you'll also see a little melee counter as well. And that in fact, we can have a look at this now quickly. So if we go into it, it was called the Disintegrate. And basically gives us a bonus damage, health, when we kill somebody using our melee. I believe it's kill, I don't think it's just hit. So, yeah, that gives us a little bit extra damage, which is great. Because if the last episode is anything to go by, we're going to die a lot. So, yeah, that's the other thing. In the episode, I died twice. You see that in the episode anyway. But I did actually cut the deaths out, or at least the second one. Yeah, I cut the second one out. But I did show you that I died twice. The reason I did that is because I basically got to the end of the fight got a bit cocky, ran up to the boss with my shotgun to finish him off, and he stamped me and killed me. So to save you for having to watch the entire fight like 2 times, yeah, 2 times or 2.5 times I suppose, I decided to cut it out and just show you the entire fight where I won, just to cut the sameness of the episode down. So we're now in our next darkness zone. So yeah, if you look now up on our health bar at the top here, I tried to point it at it then, you'll see the bar is blue, and that means that we have some bonus health at the moment. I'm just gonna... oh, you dumbass. Hey, shotgun. Okay. Right. So let's make sure we're all reloaded. Okay. And now we get a few more enemies.
Tapped into something in the back of the room.
So you want to be careful, just like running straight up here, because there's a captain up here somewhere, and a stealth guy. Here he is. So you can't see these guys; they're stealth. I say you can't see them. You can. You can kind of. Oh, there's one there. You can just see him. So yeah, you want to watch out for those because they can kill. Like they nearly killed me in the last episode as well. I think that's everything. So we'll go and use Ghost. There's an enemy. Where's he gone? He's behind.
The Fallen are trying to access these machines.
So this is another invisible one, and I actually can't see where he is. So I was also talking about the super because I used it for the first time in the last when I was recording a minute ago, and you missed it. Basically, I'll do it now. This is our super, and it just creates a massive bubble. Well, it's not massive. It's big enough. We can't shoot out of it. We can't shoot into it. But it protects us from all damage, basically. The only thing I know of that goes through it is from an enemy a bit later on. So we haven't got to worry about that right now. It doesn't give us any bonuses apart from protecting us for 30 seconds or so. Which is fair enough. It's, like I said, it's really helpful in raids and endgame content. Perhaps not so much in the early game. I suppose you kind of use it as an oh shit button. You know, you mash it as soon as you realise you're going to die, which is kind of what it's for, I suppose. Although, by the time you get to the end game, you'll find that you'll have a lot of buffs and that for it. That you will make it better and make it more useful in situations where you don't need it to protect you from damage, but you need it to buff your damage so that you can kill a boss a little bit quicker or something. Do we reload our rocket? Okay, so we've got another bunch of enemies spawning in down here. Oh, that was it wasn't this. That's it. That's the end of the mission now, basically. So we just have to.
We
wait for him to finish talking. We'll go pick up his heavy ammo because I saw that down there. And now all we have to do is... whoops. Hit the thing when we shoot it. There we go.
They didn't get much. Kept hitting
That's the
an
end of the
active
mission.
firewall. Old Earth. Russian. Legends are true. A war mine did survive the collapse. Rasputin. An AI built to defend Earth. He faced the darkness and survived. And he's protecting something here in the Cosmodrome. We have to find a way to reach him.
Okay, and we're back in orbit now. So, checking our quests quickly. We've got Zavala speaker. So we've got 4 to turn in now. That's great. So we can go down to the tower and turn those in. That'll give us a nice chunk of XP. Maybe to level 6. Well, it will definitely be level 6. Maybe level 7 if we're lucky. We shall see.
There was a time when we were much more powerful. But that was long ago. Until it wakes and finds its voice, I am the one who speaks for the traveler. You must have no end of questions, Guardian. In its dying breath, the traveler created the ghosts to seek out those who can wield its light as a weapon. Guardians to protect us and do what the traveler itself no longer can.
What happened to it?
I could tell you of the great battle centuries ago. How the traveler was crippled. I could tell you of the power of the darkness, its ancient enemy. There are many tales told throughout the city to frighten children. Lately, those tales have stopped. Now, the children are frightened anyway. The darkness is coming back. We will not survive it this time.
Its armies surround us. The Fallen are just the beginning.
What can I do?
You must push back the darkness. Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them. Your ghost will guide you. I only hope he chose wisely.
I did. I'm sure of it. We're in this together now.
Okay, and we're on the tower now. So I was looking while the loading screen was up, and that actually leveled us up to level 6. Just pushed us over the level limit there, which is great. Now we can see that we've got a bunch of things flashing up on the screen at the moment. We can finally pick up our first set of bounties, which is really going to help us level up a lot quicker, which is great. So we're just going to take all of these for now. I'm not going to be doing any PvP because I suck hard at PvP.
Anything you need?
Yeah, we're going to decline it for now.
earn your
I might
honor,
come back at it
Guardian.
eventually and do some Crucible, but like I said, I'm not very good at it, so I probably won't touch it all that much.
Bloody easy. Well done.
Okay, so we got our first Titan mark. We're turning that one in, and we're going to get some armor. We could either go for a helmet or a chest piece. Doesn't really matter which, I suppose. We'll take that one.
I know
Complete
you
a patrol type, so that's another quest that we've picked we can do.
never fought.
What's the latest, Guardian?
Okay. All part of the plan. Good luck,
So is the
guys.
Cosmodrome as nasty as they say?
That's it, we're all done for now. We'll go pick up our engram, get back to orbit and carry on with another mission.
Stole so much from me, as if I were nothing.
Here goes.
Interesting. Wear it well. I hope we helped.
So we've got a new pair of boots as well. We unlocked our first stat increase, which is nice. We got a new chest, so we can delete that old one. Some new boots, so we can delete that one. And a new time mark. There we go, we're getting there. So we'll do this one first. The last array.
There's reports a team of Guardians went dark near the old Skywatch. They were running a mission for Dead Orbit, had codes to a hidden array that could reconnect us to the other colonies in the system. If we can find their ghosts, maybe we can open that array. The ghosts were last heard from near the Skywatch. Let's head there and see if we can find them.
So we're going to Skywatch, which means we're going through the one of the first areas we ever got to. So, in later episodes, I'm probably going to cut any of this travel time out, because again, it's it can take a long time, and it can be pretty boring to watch, I suppose. So yeah, I'm going to cut a lot of the travel time out. Maybe not this episode, because I just wanted to explain that.
We're heading back through that hive breeding ground. The Vanguard say they're spilling onto the surface now, keeping the Fallen busy.
Yeah, not from this episode probably, because I wanted to just let you know that that was what was going to happen in the future, if you cared. So yeah, normally if you're playing this in what's it called, patrol mode, that room down there will be full of these guys. I can't remember what they're called, Hive. I guess they're not in this episode, in this story mission, for the purposes of the mission. But I think this room is normally filled with both Fallen and Hive anyway. Got him. Righty-ho. There's something behind me. No. I'm the worst. Okay. So you could probably run through all these guys, just so you know. It's not a darkness zone, so if you die, I don't actually know where you'll come back. Maybe at the beginning of this area. But all the
They're in a
enemies in that
clearing
will be
between
dead,
buildings not
so
far from
you haven't got that to worry about. So in this mission, in this area at the moment, we have to, I think we just kill a
The
bunch
ghosts
of
are still here. The Fallen have them.
Fallen, yeah. We kill a bunch of Fallen, they're going to drop, there we go, those things. And it's going to be dead ghosts.
It's dead. Keep hunting.
And you just have to keep killing the Fallen, basically, until you find the one that you need. And it'll give you a sound cue saying that you found the one that you're looking for. So I'm going to cut actually until I find it, because it can take some time.
This one still holds the codes. Let's find the array.
Okay, so we picked up our ghost, and it says when you've got it, it says something about it having the codes to the array. So when you do that, you just come through this building, and I think the darkness zone is going to start as we get around this corner. Yeah. Again, the enemies in here are pretty easy. Okay, and we keep going. Now, there was something I wanted to say and talk about, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is right now. It was something to do with something that I'd said in the last episode, and it's completely gone. So
Approaching the control station. This is it.
Can't have everything, I suppose. So there's a bunch of enemies. That's not like, if you play it safe, you're not going to get absolutely annihilated. So just be careful with where you're standing. Try and keep an eye out for enemies that could do some damage. The dregs tend to not be too much of a problem unless there's a whole bunch of them. You can kind of ignore them. Again, the shanks, they're pretty easy to kill. The one punch kills pretty much every time, so don't worry about them too much. Again, when there's a big group of them, they can be pretty devastating. That's it for now. Oh, I lied. I forgot
There's
they were
the
there.
controls.
That was a bit of a
I'll see if these
surprise.
codes still work.
So if I remember, this bit takes a little,
Okay.
you know,
Negotiating
like
crypto
30
systems.
seconds or something.
Shore resistant security lattice verified. It's working. Outside the array. It's opening. Amazing. It's activating.
And the dramatic music means only one thing.
Cutting through.
Now this bit, looking at it, that looks awesome. So those purple balls, I don't think you can kill them, but they will kind of seek towards you, so you have to watch out for those. These are... Okay, so I've literally never sat and watched the animation for the dish back there. Yes, so see what I mean by they track towards you, but they're not very effective at doing it. If you're standing out in the open, standing still, they will get you. we're coming to the end of this mission now. And I think at the end of this mission, I'm going to call it an episode there. Because we have been running for nearly half an hour now. I've been recording for half an hour. You probably won't see that much of it, because obviously there's bits and pieces that I'm going to edit down. So we're just going to sit here for a second. Pop out a grenade. Nailed it.
I think we're clear.
Ooh.
You need to see this.
So that's our first blue engram.
This array is controlled by the last
Level up
war
as
mine,
well.
Rasputin. It's connecting to defense constructs all across the system. There could be something out there to help us survive the darkness.
Okay, well, I'm going to call it an episode there. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked this video, press the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button and tell me how I could improve. If you want more content from me, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.